This podcast is sponsored by ScienceBasedLearning.com. Discover a passion-driven language learning system that combines ebooks, audiobooks, and videos with the science of spaced repetition. Maximize your learning and retention today at ScienceBasedLearning.com.
Understanding Spanish verbs like Gustar for English speakers. Learn the nuances of Spanish verbs like parecer, encantar, and interesar with grammar tips and examples. Enhance your Spanish language proficiency today. Understanding verbs like parecer, encantar, and interesar in Spanish. When learning Spanish, mastering different verb structures can be challenging. Today, we explore verbs that operate similarly to gustar in expressing likes and interests. Specifically, we will focus on parecer, encantar, and interesar. These verbs share similarities in structure, as they all require an indirect object pronoun to indicate who is pleased or interested. Understanding these verbs involves unraveling how subjects and objects interact uniquely in the Spanish language. The structure of verbs like gustar. In English, we say I like the book. However, the equivalent in Spanish is reversed. Me gusta el libro, which translates literally to the book pleases me. The book is the subject and me is the indirect object pronoun. Similarly, verbs like parecer, encantar, and interesar take an indirect object pronoun that indicates the person to whom the action is directed. Parecer, to seem. This verb indicates what something seems like to someone. Me parece interesante. It seems interesting to me. ¿Te parece bien? Does it seem good to you? Encantar, to love. This verb is often used to express love for non-sentient things or activities. Me encanta la música. I love music. Te encantan las películas de acción. You love action movies. Interesar, to interest. This verb conveys what interests someone. Nos interesa la ciencia. Science interests us. ¿Les interesa viajar? Does traveling interest them? Exceptions and peculiarities. Even within this structure, some exceptions and peculiarities demand attention. For one, not all actions described by these verbs are inherently passive, even though the structure might suggest such. Additionally, while parecer can be used impersonally without direct reference to a person, encantar and interesar almost always need a pronoun to reflect the person delighted or intrigued. An interesting nuance arises with encantar and interesar, which require plural agreement with the subject. Les encantan los animales. They love animals. Nos interesan los deportes. Sports interest us. It is also useful to note that the indirect object pronouns me, te, le, nos, os, les must align with the noun or subject they are referring to. This requirement ensures the sentence clarity and grammatical accuracy for non-native speakers navigating these unique grammar rules. Practicing these concepts. To become proficient with these structures, practice is key. Try creating original sentences using different combinations of subjects and pronouns. This exercise will aid in internalizing how these verbs interact with their respective nouns and the necessary pronouns. You might start with simple concepts and gradually increase complexity as you become more comfortable. Ultimately, gaining command over these verbs enhances your ability to express nuanced preferences and opinions in Spanish. This understanding is essential to your development as a competent Spanish speaker. For further guidance on such topics, consider exploring additional resources and structured learning opportunities. Learn more at ScienceBasedLearning.com and leverage their curated learning pathways. If you wish to delve deeper into these nuances or would like step-by-step material, get your copy of our comprehensive grammar book.